Today, 18th October 2023, Lagos State is set to make history by unveiling an ultra-modern film city at the picturesque locale of Ejinrin Epe. We at Eco Blog are on site to bring you live coverage of this cinematic odyssey. This film city, sprawling over 100 hectares of waterfront, is a blend of artistry and functionality designed to be a hub for living, learning, and thriving. This project by the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is a representation of an epitome of creativity and serenity that provides space for visionary artists from across Africa to converge and ensure the development of cinema in Nigeria and in Africa. So stay tuned as we bring you the coverage of this momentous event as it unfolds. I am Babawale Solomon reporting for a Court blog. In her historic collaborative effort, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu joined forces with His Royal Majesty Oba Rafiu Babatunde Ishola Balogun, the Elejinrin of Ejinrin Kingdom, to spearhead the groundbreaking ceremony of the Lagos Film City in Ejinrin Epe, Lagos, on the 18th of October 2023. This sprawling 100-hectare waterfront film city is envisioned to embody a fusion of artistry and functionality, serving as a vibrant hub for residents, education, and creativity. The momentous event commenced with the introduction of His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, His Royal Majesty Oba Rafiu Babatunde Ishola Balogun, the Elejinrin of Ejinrin, various Obas, chiefs, stakeholders, Nollywood actors, and other distinguished guests. The national anthem resounded, filling the air with a sense of unity, and creative display captivated the audience. Various stakeholders in the entertainment industry made their way to the stage to give their speech.
The coming on stream of the Lagos Film City is a further testament of the commitment of the Sanwo-Olu administration to invest in infrastructure and create an enabling environment for global new economy to thrive in Lagos State. All over the world, the creative and entertainment and tourism sectors have contributed exponentially to all economies that took decisive steps to court and nurture it, just like we are doing here today. The Lagos State government has been deliberate in its various steps in this sector. It has committed huge sums of upscaling to the various tourist centers across the state. For this year, 2023, a budget of 4.635 billion was specifically allocated for this purpose. Already, these various decisive steps taken by this administration in this sector have started to contribute significantly to the gross GDP of the state in various sectors. It is my utmost belief by the time the Lagos Film City comes on stream, the spiral effect of the state profile as a tourist destination of choice, economy, employment, and other opportunities will be appreciated beyond the entertainment sector. The Lagos Film City is your baby, KBSC. It is for you to hold, to nurture, and to protect it. It is noteworthy that the goodness and benefits of this project will be first enjoyed by yourself and your community. So let us give our best to protect this project as individuals in this community. On this note, I want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for these and the other laudable groundbreaking initiatives to place Lagos as a choice destination for entertainment and tourism. Your name shall surely be written in gold in Lagos. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, àjùmọ̀ṣe gbogbo wa ni. Thank you very much.
Mr. Governor, we appreciate you and we say a very big thank you. In the 60s, a living legend sang that Bobo Ejinrin Epe man Lord, and that practically says that all roads lead to Ejinrin. But after some years, Ejinrin lost that glory and it became a shadow of its good self. We now discover that our call, see, we lost Ejinrin, one call. But today, Mr. Governor, you have made history. You have nurtured this dream to a huge success, to a reality. And you are indeed affirmed that Bobo Ejinrin ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún á lọ. You have opened Ejinrin for business. You have opened Ejinrin to the world. Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. We appreciate you.
Your Excellency, in so many ways you have shown support to the entertainment industry, not only for those practicing entertainment in Lagos, but in Nigeria as a whole. But this you have done today gives us that much confidence that at any point in time, your door is open for the entertainment.
Today, we gather for an event that marks a milestone in the history of Lagos State. The groundbreaking ceremony of Lagos Film City is not just a symbolic gesture, it signifies a monumental leap forward in our pursuit of becoming a global powerhouse of the entertainment and creative industry. I would like to extend our heartfelt congratulations to His Excellency, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, for his unwavering support to transforming Lagos into a world-class hub for the entertainment, film, and creativity. We at Ebony Life Group are proud to be a part of this exciting journey. Our involvement with Lagos State through the Ebony Life Creative Academy has been a testament of our dedication to nurturing local talents and fostering a thriving creative industry. The partnership between Ebony Life and Lagos State is rooted in a shared vision and to create a vibrant and dynamic ecosystem for the creative sector. And with that, I'd like to say thank you very much, sir, for the support, and we're very excited to see the future of Lagos Film City. Thank you very much.
Excellency, Mr. Governor of Lagos State, Cabinet, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First point of correction, my name is Raymond Adrian Osigwe. I'm here with my brother George Anam Osigwe, and the people you see on stage are beneficiaries of Lagos State Capacity Building Initiative under the African Film Academy Film in a Box project, which was initiated by my sister Peace Anam Osigwe of blessed memory, founder and CEO of AMA, and she trained over close to 1,000 for Lagos State, beginning by Lagos on a partnership last year, and she trained over 10,000 across Africa.
I want to say a very big thank you to all the folks who have worked day and night to put this whole structure together. Please, guys, give them a round of applause. I'll tell you, it was an uphill task. And so the idea of a cross collaboration between stakeholders in the creative industry will be what will take this nation to the place that it deserves. There are many questions about the scale of this project and how possible it will be to be able to create that critical infrastructure that is needed to take the industry to the next phase. Unfortunately for us, we have a governor who has a very keen understanding of what it takes to build an industry that will take this country to where it needs to be. We have been training filmmakers for the past 13 to 15 years and flying in lecturers from different parts of the world here for these programs. But one of the things we've discovered is that there is a vast amount of talent scattered across this country, but opportunity is not that available. And so the idea behind the Lagos Film City, is to create an ecosystem that bridges the gap between academia and industry. And we are just supporters in this venture. And our hope is that each and everyone understands the role that is needed for us to be able to make this work. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of this country will be determined by the men and women who are sitting in this room, who are creatives, but at the same time, who have made up their minds that they will see that this project is brought to fruition. And Lagos and this city, Ejinrin, welcoming such a project with the support of our KBC, who I want to say a very big thank you to you for the honor that you have given and reception you've given all the workers and people who have been coming here for the past weeks. We say a very big thank you to you.
Addressing the gathering, the Elejinrin of Ejinrin Kingdom extended a warm welcome to the dignitaries, emphasizing his deep appreciation for Governor Sanwo-Olu's pivotal role. Expressing joy for this significant milestone, he spoke of the immense potential inherent in Ejinrin that would greatly enhance the film city's development.
Today marks the dawn of the development history of Ejinrin land, with the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of an unprecedented film city in Nigeria and in Africa in my domain. To this day, we know that go down into the annals of the study of my kingdom for the generations yet unborn. I'm indeed highly elated for this forum in my kingdom. There is no doubt that the national endowment deposited in the new city of Ejinrin will greatly enhance the desired development of the film city project. Consequently, my dream and aspiration of Lagos State for this project is a continuous growth as a mega city that can adequately compare with similar cities all over the world. The coming of the film city project will no doubt make a significant impact in Ejinrin, especially in the area of social and commercial activities, which will add to the growth of Lagos State as a mega city in the world. Let me group, particularly Mr. Daniels Idahosa, is to thank them for their wisdom and foresight in making the right choice for this valuable project. I assure them of our traditional generous hospitality as we progress. Finally, I formally welcome all to the ambience of my kingdom. When this project was put across to me, almost about 5 or 6 years ago, then the State government requested for this parcel of land. Then I had two options. One, either to say no, two, or to sell the land. Kilobanje, Ilekolobange, Ileni. But I decided, I said no, I will not sell this land. Rather, I will give it out to Lagos State government for this particular project. And I thank God for one thing today, that I am alive to witness this particular occasion. And my wife is also alive to witness this particular occasion. And at the same time, Your Excellency, ọwọ́ ọ̀lú ni mo máa dúpọ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gbogbo ọ̀gbà táyé bá ń jáyé o, àwọn máa dúpọ́ lọ́wọ́ His Excellency Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. You know, I mentioned the last opportunity we had was with the Europeans. Since the Europeans failed, we never had it so good in Italy. Today is a special day. It was not that we can never forget you, Your Excellency. We continue to remember you in prayers. We need to remind your wife, your family in prayers. Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú yín o. Your Excellency, ẹ̀mí yín á gùn. Your Excellency, ẹ ní àlàáfíà. Your Excellency, ẹ ní kú sọ̀rọ̀ bí èéfín. Your Excellency, ẹ ṣe àṣeyè. Èyí tẹ̀ ń ṣe ni ẹ gbé lórí. Tẹ́ bá tún àparí ẹ̀ tún á bọ́ sókè. Bọ́lá ṣe lọ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni o. Ẹ múnú gbogbo ìkèrè dùn lẹ́yìn. Gbogbo bàtáyé bá ń dáyé inú ìmọ̀ máa dùn ní. Ẹ ní rí dààmú, ẹ ní rí ìnira. Ará tù yí o, ẹ ní ṣàárẹ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yí o. We should ever be grateful to Your Excellency for this particular honor. It's big honor. And at the same time, I thank Mr. Lanos Itahosa. Where are you, Mr. Lanos Itahosa? God will continue to bless you. Ọlọ́run á fún ẹ ní ọ̀nà ayọ̀. Gbogbo tó ti máa rí ọ̀nà láti parí iṣẹ́ yìí. God will open more ways for you. What is that will happen to you? God will continue to bless you. And I want to thank everybody in Lagos State Cabinet. Everybody in the cabinet. And also everybody in Lagos State House of Assembly.
The king concluded by showering prayers and blessings upon the governor.
Your Excellency, we continue to remember you in prayers. We need to remind your wife, your family in prayers. Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú yín o. Your Excellency, ẹ̀mí á gùn. Your Excellency, ẹ ní àlàáfíà. Your Excellency, ẹ ní kú sọ̀rọ̀ bí èéfín. Your Excellency, ẹ ṣe àṣeyè. Èyí tẹ̀ ń ṣe ni ẹ gbé lórí. Tẹ́ bá tún àparí ẹ̀ tún á bọ́ sókè. Bọ́lá ṣe lọ sọ̀rọ̀ yìí o. Ẹ múnú gbogbo ìkèrè dùn lẹ́nu. Gbogbo bàtáyé bá ń dáyé inú ìmọ̀ máa dùn ní. Ẹ ní rí dààmú, ẹ ní rí ìnira. Ara tù yí o, ẹ ní ṣàárẹ̀. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yìí o. We should ever be grateful to Your Excellency for this particular honor. It's big honor. Finally, I formally welcome all to the ambience of my kingdom. Thank you very much.
Taking the podium for his keynote address, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu expressed gratitude to the kings, stakeholders, and all present. He highlighted the enormity of Lagos, stating that this is Lagos, emphasizing its stature as the fifth largest economy in Africa.
Sons and daughters of Ejinrin land, Epe division, and all of our viewers, both local and international, we're indeed grateful that you can join us at this epoch-making event. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see the excitement in my voice. You can see that indeed it's one of those days in which you are happy. And as the 15th governor, I cannot be happier than to bring to reality a vision, a dream, an aspiration that we have as a government, and to see it start up in our life. I think it's heartwarming. And so it's with great pleasure and an excitement that I stand here before you today to celebrate the epoch groundbreaking ceremony for the Lagos Film City. Lagos, as you know, is a commercial economic nerve center. It's a city with aquatic splendor. It's the center of excellence. If it were to be a nation, Lagos will be the fifth largest economy in Africa. We are happy that everything around the creative industry starts and ends and births in Lagos. Everybody that is nobody, that is somebody in the music industry, had their roots either from Surulere or from Agege, either from Ikorodu or from Epe, either from Lagos Island or from Badagry. And this is Lagos. And so this momentous occasion marks a significant milestone on a journey towards creating a thriving and a vibrant film industry that will not only captivate the audience worldwide, but also contribute to the economic growth and the cultural development of our beloved state and country. Before coming into office, like the commissioner said, over 4.5 years ago, we conceived and we birthed our economic agenda under the team's agenda. And for the next 4 years, we've added another flavor to it, which I call the Teams Plus agenda. The plus is to refresh it, to rebrand, and to further equip it, to ensure that there's every aspect of social inclusion. And that's why we're here today, to ensure that the youth have a space, and to ensure that there's equity and there's gender balance in everything that we do. Very intentional and very deliberate. But however, in the teams and in the fifth pillar is entertainment and tourism. So it's not that we're here just because we woke up and we think we should do it. We are here because we're giving it a thought, a very, very deep, robust vision, a very deep thought process that we said, these are the things that we need to be doing. These are the things that will indeed change completely the skyline for us and the way we see ourselves. And we want to thank you that you've been working with us for the past 4.5 years. Globally, we know where this industry is. Data shows that it's available that the entertainment and media industry controls about $2.5 trillion by year 2022, especially after COVID in 2020, right? That industry needed to rebirth and get through he had to get back to space very quickly. Because one of the industries that was affected extensively by COVID were entertainment, tourism, culture, and arts industry. Because people couldn't interact, people couldn't move. So immediately after COVID, we even as a government needed to think out of the box, and we set up various funds that we used to trigger that industry. So globally, that industry has come back, and I'm told that by year 2027, it's expected that the global world GDP will have moved to about 2.8 trillion. With those kind of numbers, it is an industry that any serious-minded government, any serious-minded subnational needs to look at very critically. Currently, the entertainment industry contributes less than 2% into our own nation's GDP. We're projecting that by 2030, which is just a couple of years away, we should have close to 5% to 6% of the GDP of our country being controlled by the movie and the film industry. I think they deserve a round of applause, and these are some of the steps that we need to do to put those numbers into perspective. And so it is very intentional that we and Lagos State have said that we will contribute our own part into that discourse, and will ensure that in the next 5 to 7 years, we realize and will achieve our own intervention in that sector. And of course, in the last 2-3 years, like I said, we have been partnering with several organizations. We don't need to recreate and reinvent the wheel. As a government, we say to ourselves that once we identify people that are doing great things, let's work with them. Let's partner with them. Let us be able to ensure that they can do it bolder, quicker, and faster. And so we've trained lots of youth, over 4,000 or 5,000 of them right now, in film acting, film directing, movie making, movie editing, cinematography, script writing, sound production, lighting effects, makeup artists, and other aspects of the entire creative space. Through this industry, we have seen a growth of about 20 to 25% of the numbers of digital filmmakers that we have seen in Lagos. And so on your behalf, let me thank Messrs. Delyo Creative Academy. Let me thank Ebony Life Creative Academy. Let me thank Ogidi Studios. And so there's been several, ideas around ensuring that we can indeed intervene, help small movie makers. And we're told that some of our short stories, have gone round, and they are being shown in over 52 countries worldwide. Thereby, we're opening, our space in the global recognition, following some of these little interventions. Also, during the COVID, we looked at, the health issues, that was affecting that industry. And so there was a premium health insurance scheme that was set up at that time. And some of the beneficiaries will attest to the fact that we, with those interventions, were able to get them, back on their feet. The industry got challenged at some various points. A lot of the old senior people had health issues, given the number of years they've committed to it. And each time, all of those challenges brought to us whatever we need to do to keep them back on their feet, to make sure that as a responsive and responsible government, we give them life. We have done it, and some of them are also here today to give testimony to them. Today, we're extending this strategic focus by embarking on a journey that will redefine the landscape of film industry, not only in Lagos, not only in Nigeria, but the entire African continent. We're here to break ground for the Lagos Film City. We are laying the foundation to create a hub that will serve as a catalyst for innovation, as a catalyst for talent discovery, and as a catalyst for storytelling and excellence at the highest level in that industry. The Film City will be a testament to our own modest commitment to nurturing the earth and supporting the dreams and aspirations of all of you and several of you that are in this industry, filmmakers, actors, musicians, technicians, and all of you. The film industry has the power to transcend boundaries and to bring people together. It has the ability to inspire, to entertain, and to educate. Through the magic of cinema, we can showcase the rich culture and cultural heritage of Lagos. We can tell deep, heartwarming stories that reflect our shared experiences. We can amplify the voices, the people that are less heard. Stories can be used to diverse communities that we have. The Film City will serve as a canvas for these stories, providing a platform to all of our talented artists to shine on both local and at global stages. The Lagos Film City will create numerous job opportunities. It will stimulate economic growth and attract local and foreign investment. It will be a hub for production, pre-production, post-production, visual effects, and all auxiliary services that support the entire value chain of filmmaking, cinematography, and music. We envision that we will deliver a film city that will be equipped with state-of-the-art facilities, sound systems, stage editing suites, production offices, and everything necessary to bring the magic of the silver screen to life. You don't need to go anywhere again. You don't need to travel further anywhere again. You don't need to step out of the shores of this country in any form again once this starts. It will be home to all of you. It will be home to all generations, even yet unborn. And it will be home to future decisive players in this industry. I want you all to take charge. I want you to see it as our own demonstration for you to take ownership of an industry that is dear to all of you, for an industry that is critical to your being, and see it as our own attempt to reshaping the future of this industry. And so the Film City is not just about bricks and mortar. It's about the people that would walk through the doors and breathe life into the spaces. It's about the dreams that will be realized, the stories that will be told, and the impact that will be made. Our creative community will be the birthing heart of the Lagos Film City. And we're committed to providing them with resources, with support, and opportunities that they need for them to thrive and to flourish and to soar and to grow to whatever heights, whatever level they want to. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as we embark on this all-important journey here today, I want to call on all of you stakeholders, all of you filmmakers, all investors, educators, traditional institutions, entertainers at large, to join hands with us to create a success of the film city. Let us work together to build an ecosystem that will be long-lasting, that will be enduring, that will nurture the creativity, that will help to ensure will foster collaboration and empower our artists to push the boundaries of their unique crafts and their creative minds. I think you all deserve a round of applause at this stage. This is for you. It's about you. It's about what you've been craving for. It's about the future that you see that we're helping you to birth and to realize. I think it's proper at this junction, first, to thank the entire host community, both old and young, both men and women. And of course, leading the community is my brother, my father, the Kabiyesi himself. Ejinrin and Oloja, don't be jealous today. Today is for Ejinrin. Kabiyesi Oba Rafiu Ishola Babatunde Balogun. You can see he's a cerebral Oba. He's a man that has worked in the oil industry of our country. He has served the nation to a higher level of his career before he was beckoned on by his people to come and superintend over the domain that their forefathers have. And sitting right next or beside him is radiant Olori, who Kabiyesi will always tell me that she left everything she was doing way out in the United Kingdom to come and sit with him in his abode here at the Oba's Palace. kábíyèsí ẹ ṣe gan ni o ìtókọ̀ kù bẹ́ẹ̀ láàrin pé ẹlọ́pàá ilẹ̀ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ yẹn mo wá ní bá ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ yẹn tán gómìnà ló máa sáìn ẹ nígbà wá sáìn ẹ ńkọ́ so partnership ni but we thank you. We thank you for your leadership, for your vision, for accepting to be a good host, for accepting to be a good leader, for convincing all your subjects that this is the way to go. This is how development needs to happen. Of what extent is an asset that is just lying fallow, that is not creating value? So this is an asset that we're turning around to create wealth for you, to create wealth for your people, and to create wealth for generations that are coming behind you. And I think Kabesi was right when he talked about, especially for non-Yoruba speaking audience, when he said that Bokoko Ejinrin Alo is very historic and very strong. As a young man in the 70s, I used to listen to that music. I never knew where that is. But Ebenezer Obey and all of them used to sing that song, that Bokoko Ejinrin, meaning that if one doesn't go, several others will go to Ejinrin. And historically, we are now in Ejinrin. Bí filmmaker kan lọ sí Ejinrin, ẹgbẹ̀rún á ṣe kí ni á lọ. I want to thank you, sir. But it's important as a politician to also lay it bare. In Kabiyesi's immediate domain, which is within his ward, right, we're building, and I'm sure some of you will have seen it, the biggest and the largest food logistics hub in the entire Africa. Well, maybe in West Africa, so that we also don't run foul of our statistics. We're building on a 120 hectare, the Lagos Food and Logistics Park. It's on a 1.2 square kilometer of real estate. It is ongoing. Once you come out, you turn left and you see. We laid the foundation for this construction last year. And I'm happy to say that by this time next year, we will have completed phase 1 of it. This is part of our food security in Lagos. We want all of our food markets to take a trip into Ejinrin, which is just a few, 4, 5, 10 minutes from here. And that will change entirely the food market chain in the entire country. And we're hoping that we can help other parts of the country to develop similar food chain logistics hub. Similarly, right next to that development is also a very first of its type. We're building the largest, the biggest psychiatric hospital with rehabilitation home with over 1,000 accommodation, also next to the logistics hub. We are also on the market, we're also on the ground. The chairman is standing up because these are developments that are happening all around here, just for us to get the sense that things are happening. The contractor is on site, is working, and on your way back as well, you also can look at that we're building the biggest, because we know that the health issue, mental health issue is real, and it's something that we need to face and deal with frontally. So we're not shy about it, and we're dealing with it, in the construction of the biggest psychiatric, and health rehabilitation home right here in Ejinrin. Of course, we have a general hospital that we're also rehabilitating, all around there. We also have, in the Ejinrin, when they were talking about, we're building, when you are on Third Mainland Bridge, the Okobaba sawmillers, we're actually bringing them to Agbowa Owu, which is just right behind here. That also has been completed. It's almost 90% completed. We're just at the move to ensure that we can move all of the loggers, all of the sawmillers onto. So a lot of activity will be happening. A lot of activity will be happening on the waterways here. So that also is being completed. Kábíyèsí àbí níbẹ̀ àti àti fẹ́ parí ẹ̀. So àwọn Agbowa Owu Noni is also there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's also important to say that right across the water will be the famous talked about Lekki Airport. The Lekki Airport will just be across the water there. And so when we finish the airport and you are flying into Lekki Airport, you'll be flying over the Lagos Film City. What a view, what a vision, what an artistic impression that will show before you fly into the airport. And of course, all around the airport, as you know, we have the Lekki Port, we have the Dangote Refinery, which is the biggest, we have a new city called Alaro City, and everybody all around Epe Division are singing our praises to high heaven. Ikorodu, don't worry, sir. See you on Bosha. I know that KBC will be wondering what is coming to Ikorodu. Ikorodu Oga, Gbagbeyin Afinle, everything in Ikorodu will certainly not be shorting. You have very active sons and daughters that are always very passionate about Ikorodu. But because I came around KBC today, I landed in a school, the Lofi Ejinrin School, and I was elated to see the children of both the junior secondary school and the senior secondary school. KBC, I want to give back to you very quickly. I'm coming back there to build new infrastructure, and I'm extremely very enthused that these are young children that we should give everything for them to be able to excel. Don't worry, Alana is looking at me. So when we come to your own domain, we'll look for what to do, and you can be rest assured that there will still be things for us to do. This project is a PPP project. It's a project that a state government on their own cannot swallow. It's a project that we cannot pretend that we'll have all of the resources to make it happen. And everywhere in the world, how it's being done is to collaborate with the private sector, is to ensure that you use private equity, you use private funds, and you turn it around, and you'll be able to stimulate investment coming from the private sector to help you achieve and realize your vision. And that's why today, in that journey, Del York has led in that conversation with us. And I want to thank Mr. Del York and everybody that has worked with that organization. I think they deserve a round of applause. But the beauty of it is that there's room and there's space for every investor that wants to play with us, because there's space for everyone. It's an investment that indeed we believe will run into hundreds of billions of naira. So there's a room to play. There are residential properties to be developed. It's a work-play environment. There are hotels to be developed. There are studios to be built. There are universities to be built. There's sound. Everything has to be there. So if you are interested and you have the skin, you have the resources, I'm publicly telling you that you have a space. We'll create a room for you. You sit in the room with us, and you'll be able to make your own play into it. And so I want to say to you that what we're about is that time is against us. We need to start like yesterday. I will not wait. And so joiners will join us. Collaborators who are ready to collaborate. Investors who are ready to sit with you and work with you as you come along to realize this dream with us. And so therefore, ladies and gentlemen, to commence this construction, your task is to help us protect the site. KBC, let us reflect a conducive, host, collaborative environment. Your words, your children, your citizens will be the first set of people that will be engaged once they have the skills of those engagement. But let us play a very wonderful host, a host that is collaborative and is accommodating to ensure that nothing stops on the construction site. You recognize that through this project, further developments are coming to Ejinrin and all its environs and the ones that I've also announced. I would like to therefore express my deepest gratitude to all of you. Linus, thank you very much. Clarissa, thank you very much. All of the people that have traveled from wide and far on this project, I want to thank you very much. I cannot thank you enough. There's so many of you that I'm looking at. Tade, that woman there used to be the former permanent secretary in tourism as well. She also worked and labored on this project. Princess, thank you very much. And several people, layers of people that have been part of this journey. I'm sure she going back home, she will feel fulfilled that something that they created several times ago. Finally, I want to extend my thanks to the visionaries who saw the potential of the film city, to the management and staff of the Lagos State Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. I think you deserve a round of applause. They're brand new cabinet members, and within 6 weeks, they've been able to work collaboratively on this project. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. Idris, you signed for this job. This is the job. So we'll get it done. LSDPC, thank you very much. Sketel, thank you very much. I know you're a son of the soil. Thank you very much. And thank you all, to all of you. Ayim Osigwe family, thank you. Thank you very much. Ebony Life, thank you. Thank you very much. Ogidi Studio, thank you very, very much. Tadio Gidon and all of you, thank you very, very much. One of the strongest assessments a leader can get is the ability to have a vision, but it lacks the capacity to realize that vision. It's the ability not to be intentional, not to have the audacity of belief, of a mind shift that things can work. This government, I lead this government, and we will take bold actions. We will make bold decisions because we have a vision that is taller than us. We have in ourselves a desire to make this place, to make our environment a lot better than how we met it, to ensure that we change the life of our people, to ensure that we create prosperity, we create opportunity, we create a landscape that Lagos will go on a trajectory that no one can reverse. The rising of Lagos State is on course. We believe that at this point in time, all of us working together, we can take this state, we can take this city, indeed we can take our nation to a level that becomes an envy of the entire world. Thank you very much for listening.
As the groundbreaking ceremony unfolded, marking a significant leap into the future of cinema.
Conduct a formal groundbreaking ceremony of the Lagos Film City here in Ejinrin Epe division of Lagos State. To the glory of God, this site in 2 years, in 2.5 years, will have become a site that will come and do, by the grace of God, the first commissioning of the sets of infrastructure and buildings that will be here for the Lagos Film City. Thank you.
The vote of thanks resonated, drawing the event to a close, leaving behind a promise of a vibrant cinematic landscape and a prosperous future for the film industry in Lagos. Photographs capture the essence of this historic event, encapsulating the beginning of a transformative cinematic journey.
Ohun tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ Elejinrin lénìí, ó jẹ́ nǹkan oríire tí ò lè ṣe gbàgbé fún àrọ́mọdọ́mọ Ejinrin. Ẹ mọ̀ pé ìlú Ejinrin ìlú láéláé ni, ìlú àtijọ́ ni. Gbogbo Nàìjíríà dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ìlú yìí ṣe pàtàkì náà wọn ìlú tó wà ní Epe division. Bàbá Bùkéré ayé tó nǹkan bíi alẹ́ ní 106 ọdún àbọ̀ 107 tí ìlú Ejinrin ti wà. Tọ́lọ́run ti fún bàbá wa lófì ní orí ọ̀fẹ́ láti tẹ ìlú Ejinrin dó. Bàbá wa lófì wá láti Ilé Ifẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti wá, níbi tó ń pè ní Ìlòfì quarters ni wọ́n ti wá láti wá tẹ Ejinrin dó. Ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó ń bọ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde náà gbà, wọ́n dẹ̀ dúró ní Ìjẹ̀bú Òde fúngbà díẹ̀. Wọ́n fẹ́ ọmọ Àwùjalẹ̀, ọmọ ọba Àwùjalẹ̀ níyàwó. À ń pe ọmọ ọba Àwùjalẹ̀ náà Ládẹ́rà, ìyá wa náà ní Ládẹ́rà. So wọ́n fẹ́, bí mo ṣe ń sọ, wọ́n fẹ́ ọmọ Àwùjalẹ̀, bàbá ọba ní Àwùjalẹ̀, ìyá wọn jẹ́ Ládẹ́rà. Wọ́n ti jọ wá, àwọn ti tẹ̀lú ìdó, wọ́n ti wá lọ mú ìyàwó wọn wá sí bíbáyìí. Bí ìlú Ejinrin ṣe bó ṣe wà nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ wá ṣe ìlú náà ní ìlú alájé láti gba bàbá wa náà, ìlú ajé ni. Títí tó fi di àsìkò tí àwọn òyìnbó tó bẹ̀ sí tọ gbogbo ilẹ̀ aláwọ̀ dúdú káàkiri. Títí bàbá wa yẹn àwọn ló tẹ̀lú yìí, wọ́n dẹ̀ lo ìlú yìí pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́. Wọ́n lo ìlú yìí pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ kó tó di pé wọ́n yíra padà.
Ohun tí ó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ lónìí jẹ́ project ńlá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé ẹ ṣàlàyé díẹ̀ fún wa?
Màá ṣàlàyé fún yín. Ẹ rí i pé ìlú yìí jẹ́ ìlú tí ó jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ ìlú ajé tí gbogbo ayé wá ná, tí gbogbo ayé ń wá. Bó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé títì ò pọ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. ṣùgbọ́n bí títì ò ṣe pọ̀ yẹn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn fẹsẹ̀ ara wọn rìn láti ìlú wọn ló ń wá sílùú Ejinrin torí ìlú ajé ni. ńgbà wọ ẹrú wọ́n ń tẹ ẹrú l'Ejinrin sotiye yín wọ́n ń tẹ ẹrú ń bí àwọn òyìnbó wá ń rẹ ẹrú nílùú yìí wọ́n wá ń rẹ ẹrú ń bí àwọn akọ àwọn ẹrú yẹn wọ́n kó wọn lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ibi tí àwọn òyìnbó fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ òwò ní ìlú Ejinrin nìyẹn ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó lọ́n sọ pé kó òwò ẹrú parí àwọn òyìnbó yẹn wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe òwò ní oríṣiríṣi wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣe òwò wọ́n ra kòkó wọ́n ra palm kernel wọ́n ra ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń gbé lọ sí òkè òkun àwọn kọ́mpìnì oríṣiríṣi wọ́n wá tibẹ̀ wọ ìlú Ejinrin àwọn kọ́mpìnì bíi UAC àwọn kọ́mpìnì bíi PZ àwọn kọ́mpìnì bíi CFAO àwọn kọ́mpìnì bíi Gaisa àwọn ló ń ṣòróró àwọn kọ́mpìnì bíi GB Elephant gbogbo wọn ṣe kíni wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọ̀lú yìí wọ́n wá ń ṣòwò wọ́n wá jókòó sílùú Ejinrin ìlú yìí wá jẹ́lu tí gbogbo àwọn aláwọ̀ funfun ń gbé tó ń gbé then ọkọ̀ ojú omi náà ń lò jọ́nà kò sí títì ò sí rárá ọkọ̀ ojú omi náà ń lò tó fi ń ṣòwò nígbà tó wọ ẹrú ti lọ òwò yẹn tó bá ra gbogbo nǹkan yẹn wọ́n á kó lọ sẹ́kọ̀ọ́ látẹ̀kọ̀ wọ́n á kó lọ sí Europe wọ́n á wá kó ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan omi látọ̀hún wọ́n á kó wá sí Ejinrin ọjà yẹn wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọjà wá di ńlá rẹpẹtẹ tí gbogbo ayé wá ná tòtí yẹn ọjà tó tóbi gan ni wọ́n tó bí àwa làwọn ọjà yẹn ti wà wọ́n tó bí wa rárá làwọn ọjà yẹn ti ń gbòòrò lọ tòtí yẹn títí tó fi bí tọ́lọ́ fi ní kó bí àwa náà nígbà táwọn náà máa gbọ́njú abá ọjà lọ́jà gidi òun náà ló fà á orin òbí tó pé bọ́pọ̀ kó ń rí Ejinrin ẹgbẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ̀ àlọ́ ọjà ńlá gidi ni o ṣoṣo yẹn ọjà tó tóbi ni ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run má dán wa tán Ọlọ́run má yẹ ká rógun àdánwò kò sílùú kò sẹ́ni tí nǹkan tí ẹni tí ò lè rá mi wò nígbà tó di ìgbà kan gbogbo ìgbà tá a sọ pé àwọn òyìnbó ń lọ́bì yẹn orí omi ni wọ́n ń lò wọ́n ló bòmí kò sí mọ́tò kò sí títì níjọ́ náà lọ́hùn kò tí ì sí títì tó connect Èkó yìí Lagos gangan yìí mọ́ the rest of the country kò sí rárá ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tó yá Ọlọ́run wá ní kí wọ́n la títì Ìkòròdú road yẹn ó wá link mọ́ Èkó nígbà tó link mọ́ Èkó gbogbo àwọn òyìnbó yẹn àwọn abẹ̀ sí gbéra wọ́n bẹ̀ sí lo mọ́tò instead tó fi ń lo ọkọ̀ ojú omi eventually àwọn òyìnbó yẹn bẹ̀ sí ń lọ wọ́n ń lọ kò pẹ́ náà àsìkò ń lọ àgbà òmìnira nígbà tá a máa fi gbọ́ òmìnira àwọn òyìnbó yẹn bẹ̀ sí ṣe kíni wọ́n bẹ̀ sí lọ títí tó fi lọ tán ṣùgbọ́n nígbà táwọn òyìnbó lọ tán náà ọjà yìí náà ó yìí wà ń bẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n kẹ̀rẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn ọjà oríṣiríṣi tí ò sí tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n bẹ̀ sí wà wọ́n bẹ̀ sí dá àwọn ọjà sílẹ̀ lóríṣiríṣi tó ti yé yín so ọmọ títì bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wà títì oríṣiríṣi ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wà kò wá jẹ́ kí lílo omi yẹn kó ṣe kí ni kó pọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo abẹ̀ sí lọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ títí tí ọjà yẹn tí ò fi ní agbára tààrà mọ́ tó ti yé yín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tọ́jà ò fi ní agbára tààrà ṣùgbọ́n láti gbà yẹn àwa ń pe Ọlọ́run kọ́lọ́run jọ̀ọ́ kó bá wa dá ìgbà padà kò pẹ́ náà ìjọba Sanwó-Olú ni wọ́n bá sọ fún wa yìí pé wọ́n fẹ́ gbé project kan wá o sílùú Ejinrin eré là ń pè é àṣàyà là ń pè é àpèṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ bọ́lá ń ṣe gbé project tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ lẹ́nìí òun ni Film City bọ́lá ń ṣe gbé wá nìyẹn kí ni Film City yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé Amẹ́ríkà lẹ́nìí gbogbo fíìmù tó ń ṣe lágbàáyé tó ń ṣe ní àgbáyé tó ń bá ṣe 20 films ní àgbáyé 15 nú ẹ̀ àbí 12 nú ẹ̀ wọ́n máa lọ ṣe ní Hollywood ní California state fíìmù tó ń ṣe ní California yẹn ó jẹ́ kí Amẹ́ríkà kó ti gbẹ̀ kó ní agbára despite pé wọ́n lépo ṣùgbọ́n ohun tí state of California tún fún Amẹ́ríkà nípa ọ̀rọ̀ láti pàṣẹ Hollywood kékeré kọ́ ajé tó pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ ni tó ti yé yín sìn ẹ̀yin náà wo bí state of California ṣe ní gbogbo Amẹ́ríkà state tó ní owó ni tó dẹ̀ nípọn irú Hollywood tó wà ní California yẹn irú ẹ̀ náà fẹ́ dálẹ̀ l'Ejinrin. Nísìnyí a ní Hollywood ní Amẹ́ríkà, a ní Bollywood ní India, Nollywood ti Nàìjíríà a ní. Ṣùgbọ́n bó náà ti máa act fíìmù káàkiri ní Áfíríkà òun náà fẹ́ dálẹ̀ l'Ejinrin. Ṣó ti yé yín sí ní fíìmù tó ń fẹ́ dálẹ̀ nílùú Ejinrin lénìí. Ẹ mọ̀ pé iléeṣẹ́ kékeré kọ́, iléeṣẹ́ tí gbogbo ayé máa mọ̀ ni. Láti èní ìsìn tó bá ti ń ṣe ground breaking ìsìn ìlú Ejinrin ò bò mọ́ fún the whole world. Iléeṣẹ́ tó lágbára ni, iléeṣẹ́ tó tóbi ni. Àǹfààní tí Ejinrin máa ní púpọ̀ jù. Àwọn àgbàlagbà Ejinrin wọ́n á rí àǹfààní, àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ìlú wọ́n á rí àǹfààní. Kí n kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ìlú náà. Àwọn ọ̀dọ́ ìlú wọ́n ní àǹfààní ìgbéga. Wọ́n á ní àǹfààní ìgbéga nínú ìmọ̀, nínú ẹ̀kọ́. Àwọn àǹfààní àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dọ́ Ejinrin wọ́n á ní àǹfààní tó pọ̀ nítorí pé n tó fẹ́ kọ́ síbẹ̀ yẹn yunifásitì máa wà ńbẹ̀. Ṣó ti yé yín? Àti ìmọ̀ye ọmọ Ejinrin wo lọ́lọ́run máa ní kó di actor tó máa tóbi àbí tó máa di actresses tó máa ga àbí multi-billionaires lọ́lọ́run máa yàn nínú àwọn ọ̀dọ́ torí pé education àṣekínni project á help ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ fún ìlú yìí. Àwọn ọmọ wọn ti bẹ̀ rí tó ń pè ní ẹ̀kọ́. Ṣó ti yé? Wọ́n á lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gan. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ti lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ alálùbáríkà, ẹni tó bá lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní ẹ̀kọ́ gidi adolówó adọlọ́rọ̀. Ká má tẹ̀ wá sọ́tọ̀ àwọn àgbàlagbà tó wà ń lò nínú òwò àwọn náà di kíni wọ́n á di ńlá. Nínú òwò wọ́n á di ńlá. Inú gbogbo sọ̀tàn bá fi ṣòwò sọ̀tàn ń lò ń jẹun tọ́wọ́n èbó kọ́ yẹn àwọn ọ̀sán yẹn ìwà ń bẹ̀ wọn ò parẹ́. Ṣó ti yé yín sìn? Níwọ̀n ba ẹṣẹ ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀ sí wá ṣiṣẹ́ ń bì àti ń rí ìpadà pé àwọn èèyàn ń wọ̀lú wọ́n ń rajà wọ́n ń ṣe gbá wọ́n ń ṣàwo. Ṣó ti yé yín? Orin òbé yẹn òun lọ́lọ́run fẹ́ dá padà. Ṣó ti yé yín? Ọlọ́run ló mọ iye àgbàlagbà míì tó ti rorò ẹ̀ pín sìn nílùú yìí tọ́lọ́run náà sọ pé òun yìí máa sọ̀dọ̀ lówó òun máa sọ̀dọ̀ lọ́rọ̀. Á ṣe gudugudu méje yà mẹ́fà fún ìlú yìí nípa ọrọ̀ ajé. Kí wọ́n á ṣe ìlú yìí nìkan o, ó máa kárí Lagos State, á wá ti bẹ̀ kárí gbogbo Nàìjíríà. Níwọ̀n bá àgbà tí State of California tó ṣe gudugudu méje fún Amẹ́ríkà. Ṣó ti yé yín sìn? Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni Film City ló máa ṣe fún gbogbo ìlú Nàìjíríà nípa ọrọ̀ gbéga, nípa ọrọ̀ ajé. Àwọn project míì tún wà tíjọba tí àwa náà tá à ń try láti pè ìjọba sí. Kí ni project náà ni pé ẹ mọ̀ pé alómi ń bí ẹ dáhùn pé Lagos Lekki Ẹ̀pẹ́ International Airport iwájú wa ló wà. Omi ló là wá lọ́lọ́ Ejinrin pẹ̀lú International Airport. So à ń bẹ lọ́hùn àdé ń ṣiṣẹ́ pé kí bíríìjì lè wà láti Ejinrin kó cross airport yẹn. Tó bá cross airport yẹn gbogbo ilẹ̀ tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀ omi wọ́n á fi wá kọ́ wọn tó ń pè ní hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì oríṣiríṣi. Àwọn 5-star hotels hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì ńláńlá wọ́n á kọ́ sí gbogbo etí omi yẹn. Ṣó ti yé yín sìn? Gbogbo nǹkan lé ayé yìí sùúrù ní pàtàkì. Ẹni tó máa bọ́ lọ́hùn rìn á ní sùúrù. Ẹni tí ò bá ní sùúrù kò lè bọ́ lọ́hùn rìn. Ó ń lọ pógún ọdún tọ́lọ́run fi mí jọba ìlú yìí. Ṣùgbọ́n kọ́lọ́run tó fi mí jọba ìlú yìí lógún ọdún ìlú yìí ti wà ní nǹkan bíi 27 years tí ò lọ́ba tí ò dẹ̀ sí joyè. Bàbá ti bí àwa ọba ni. Àwọn lọ́ba aládé tó kọ́ jọba ọba Ṣítù Ọmọ́tọ̀ṣọ́ Àyìndé Balógun. Àwọn lọ́kọ́ jọba tó gbé adérù nílùú Ejinrin. Lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n ọba mi jẹ́ kọ́lọ́run tó wá sọ pé ó pin mi ọmọ wọn. Ṣó ti yé yín sìn? Kẹ́yìn náà máa wo ìdùnnú tó jẹ́ fún mi. Mo ti kàwé, mo ti fi iléèwé lẹ̀, mo ti wá ṣiṣẹ́ ìjọba, mo ti lò bí 30 ọdún nínú iṣẹ́ ìjọba, mo ti rìtáyà, mo ti fi Nàìjíríà lẹ̀, mo ti padà sílùú òyìnbó láti lọ jókòó kí n máa gbádùn retirement mi. Kọ́lọ́run tó sọ pé màá tún padà síbí. Níjọ́ mo dà ti dé bí láti 2004 2003 tá a ti wà ń bí. Ńṣe la ní sùúrù àtẹ̀gbà fọlọ́hún pé oore ń bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ lè wo kọ́mátẹ̀ sọ fún yín ẹ lè wo bínú mi ṣe máa rí lénìí wípé Ọlọ́run dẹ̀mí mi sí Ọlọ́run dẹ̀fà rẹ̀ ṣe mí kò fi ṣìyàwó, kò fi ṣàwọn ọmọ. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́ ìlú yìí bó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ ajé pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run yó mi. Mo fara da gbogbo ìyà tó wà níbí. Mo dẹ̀ níyàwó tóun náà rẹ́dì tó ń fara dà pẹ̀lú mi títí tí Ọlọ́run tó mú orí wá. Ìyẹn ni pé inú mi tẹ̀rí, inú kékeré tẹ̀rí, ayọ̀ ló kúnnú ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ìní. Ìdùnnú ló kúnnú ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ìní. Ọpẹ́ ni f'Ọlọ́run. Gbogbo ìgbà tí Ọlọ́run bá ní káyé máa jáyé, bọ́lọ́run ṣe ní kíní wá máa dùn lénìí nílùú Ejinrin. Inú His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, inú wọn ó máa dùn kálẹ̀ ni. Àtàwọn àti ìyàwó wọn àti gbogbo àrọ́mọdọ́mọ wọn. Inú wọn máa dùn kálẹ̀ ni torí wọ́n múnú wa dùn lénìí pẹ̀lú deputy wọn Dr. Kadir Hamzat. Inú wọn máa dùn kálẹ̀ ni torí wọ́n múnú wa dùn nílùú Ejinrin. Tí wọ́n bá gbé lọ síbòmíì kí la fẹ́ ṣe? Kò sí ní tá a máa ṣe, àkànmọ́ máa fi ti gbọ́ náà ni. Ṣùgbọ́n wọn gbé lọ síbòmíì, wọ́n l'Ejinrin náà máa gbé wá, ó máa dáa fún wọn láàárọ̀, á dáa fún wọn lọ́sàn-án, á dáa fún wọn nírọ̀lẹ́, á dáa fún wọn lálẹ́. Àrọ́mọdọ́mọ wọn ò ní ráre, àwọn náà ò ní ráre. Iṣẹ́ yìí wọ́n ṣe láṣeyè. Iṣẹ́ governorship tí His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu ṣe á ṣe láṣeyè pẹ̀lú deputy Dr. Kadir Hamzat. Wọ́n ṣe láṣeyè. Wọ́n ò ní kú láàrin méjì, wọ́n ò ní dòkú, wọ́n ò ní di bí òṣè dáa. Ẹwà àbùkù Ọlọ́run ní fi wọ̀ wọ́n. Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú wọn. Ọlọ́run á san wọn náà lẹ́san rí o. Ìtọ́ wọn rò kàn wá ló dáadáa oore yẹn, oore ló máa jẹ́ tiwọn, á jẹ́ tàwọn ọmọ wọn, á jẹ́ tìyàwó wọn, á jẹ́ tìlé wọn. Wọn ò ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn ńjọ́ kan, wọn ò ní gbé wọn dìgbàdìgbà ńjọ́ kan, ìnira ò ní bá wọn ńjọ́ kan, ìdààmú ò ní bá wọn, ó máa dáa fún wọn ni. Wọ́n ṣe múnú wa dùn l'Ejinrin, Ọlọ́run á di odidi oore ìdùnnú á gbé fún wọn. Oore ìdùnnú tí ò ní tán láéláyé, Ọlọ́run á fi ta wọn lọ́rẹ. Mẹ́sẹ̀jì tí mo ní fún wọn ni pé a ti ń fara dàbọ̀ látijọ́ yìí. Ọlọ́run sọ pé àsìkò tó. Gbogbo ìwà tó ń hù tọ́lọ́run fi yọ́nú sí wa tán bọ́mọ jẹ́, ńgbà tó bá dé tán tó ti wọlé yìí, ìwà rere bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò máa hù. Torí pé téèyàn bá ti lówó á máa hùwà pọ́n. Ṣòye yìí níjọ́ tó bá di pé owó dọ́wọ́ èèyàn ó ṣe kó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa hùwà níwà. Ṣòye yìí sì so Ọlọ́run náà á dúró tì wọ́n. Kán dúró pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run, kán láàánú wọ́n ṣe ń láàánú, kán mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run lọ́ba tó lè ṣe, kò sẹ́lòmí tó lè ṣe tó tayọ Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run ló dẹ̀ ṣòro náà fún wa. Kán kún pẹ̀lú ìgbàgbọ́ nínú Ọlọ́run, kán kún pẹ̀lú àánú torí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn máa wá wọ̀lú láti bá wa gbé. Kán láwọ́ wọn sílẹ̀, kán rẹ́dì, kán gbàlejò mọ́ra pẹ̀lú inú mímọ́, ọkàn funfun. Ṣòtìyẹ kán hùwà rere. Ṣòtìyẹ torí Ọlọ́run ọba máa ń torí ìkan ṣe nǹkan ni. Pé ẹ̀yin ará bíi tẹ́ wà bẹ́ ṣe wà yìí, mo wá forí yìí mo fi dán yín wò. Inú oore tí máa fún yín, mo kàn fún yín kékeré yìí. Mo fẹ́ wo bí wà yín ṣe fẹ́ rí. Bóyá ẹ máa hùwà pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run ni, ẹ máa hùwà ìwà tọlọ́run àbí ẹ máa hùwà èṣù. Tí ẹ̀ bá dọ̀n bá dẹ̀ ti pé àwọn eléyìí ìwà Ọlọ́run náà ń hù wọn hùwà èṣù. Ọlọ́run àtúnṣe àtúngbé òdìdí oore tó ju oore lọ àtúnfikún fún wa. Bọ́lọ̀ máa ṣe jẹ́ kó dé fún gbogbo wa ni. Ọlọ́run ní yẹ̀yẹ́ wa. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Ẹ ṣé. Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú yín. Kò ní bàjẹ́ fẹ́yìn náà. Iléeṣẹ́ yín ò ní jóná. Ọlọ́run á dúró tì. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ máa fọwọ́ yín gbẹ̀tọ́ yín. Gbogbo ilẹ̀ Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa gbéga. Nínú oore tá a dà òun ní oore tá a wà yìí tí inú àwa ń bẹ̀. Ẹnu àjọ máa jẹ́ ni o. Bọ́lọ̀ máa jẹ́ kó jẹ́ ni ẹ̀. Ọlá wàlá hawla wàlá kùwátà illa billahi al-aliyyil azim. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ o.
Ọjọ́ ìní jẹ́ ọjọ́ ayọ̀, ó jẹ́ ọjọ́ oríire, ó jẹ́ ọjọ́ ìdùnnú fún mi, fún kábíyèsí mi, fún gbogbo ọmọ ìlú, arúgbó, omidan, fún gbogbo the whole of Epe division and for the whole of Nigeria. Ọjọ́ ayọ̀ lè ní jẹ́ fún wa. Inú mi dùn púpọ̀, ayọ̀ mi kún nítorí pé mo rí pé Ọlọ́run gbàdúrà wa nílùú Ejinrin, nílùú Ẹ̀pẹ́ àti Nigeria lápapọ̀. The first of its kind African film city in Ejinrin Kingdom, Ẹ̀pẹ́ local government area. Oríire ló jẹ́ fún wa, nǹkan ńlá ló jẹ́ fún wa. Bá ṣe ní Bollywood, ta ní Hollywood, a máa ní Nollywood náà. Ohun pàtàkì ni, ohun ayọ̀ ló jẹ́, ìgbéga ńlá dẹ̀ ni fún wa. ó jẹ́ kí ó jẹ́ nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí orí mi wú, ayọ̀ mi dẹ̀ kún lórí ìgbéga yìí náà. Ó máa mú ìwúrí bá gbogbo ìlú Ejinrin Epe in particular and Nigeria as a whole. So gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa tó fẹ́ lọ into acting, tó fẹ́ lọ into so many areas in line with film city film stuff, á jẹ́ n tó máa jẹ́ wọn ò ní lọ kiri mọ́ kó tó lè júṣe fún wọn. Is a thing tó jẹ́ pé ó máa mú ògo agbègbè àgbéga ní gbogbo area. A máa feel importance ní tó ń bọ̀ yìí, gbogbo adé la máa jọ jẹ́nu ẹ̀. Oore náà á ṣojú ẹ̀mí wa. Mo á fàsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọkọ mi, kábíyèsí ọba Rafiu Ishola, fún gbogbo àfarawàdà nílùú Ejinrin. Mo wá dúpẹ́ gidigidi, mò ń tọ́pẹ́ dá lọ́wọ́ gómìnà wa Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Ẹ ṣé, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ deputy wa náà, Dr. Kadiri Hamzat Ọbáfẹ́mi. Ẹ máa ṣeun wá o. Ọlọ́run ò ní gbàgbé ẹ̀yin náà. Ilé àtọ̀nà yín ò ní bàjẹ́. Ẹ rí bá ti ṣe. Tẹ́ní ọtí yín yìí á ju yín ṣe. Ìlú Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́. Ó bàjẹ́ tí a túbọ̀ máa gbòòrò ní o. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín o. Àánú lẹ máa rí gbà. A dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín gidi o. Ọmọdé ìlú ń dúpẹ́, àgbà ìlú ń dúpẹ́, onílé ń dúpẹ́, àlejò ń dúpẹ́. Èmi olórí Elejinrin náà mo tọ́pẹ́ dá o. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín o. Ẹ ṣeun, a dúpẹ́. Ẹ ṣe gan-an ni. A dúpẹ́ o. Ayọ̀ wa ò ní dìbànújẹ́. Ọjọ́ ayọ̀. Mo tún wá ń dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn private partnership, àwọn Del York International tó jẹ́ pé ìpapọ̀ wọn pẹ̀lú Lagos State Government, Mr. Linus Idahosa. Àwa náà a tún dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn náà. Ẹnu ọpẹ́ wa ò ní kan o. Ẹ ṣé gan, mo dúpẹ́ o. Ẹ ṣeun.
Countries all over the world are looking at diversifying their economies and focusing on industries like the creative industry. And for a country like Nigeria that has exported talent across the world, our artists are filling out stadia all over the world. And for us not to have the type of facility that you would have in those countries domiciled here, for these same artists to be able to entertain and create magic with their talents for those locally would be one of the gravest mistakes. And so this is actually a clarion call for us to come take ownership of that creative economy of the future of Nigeria. And it starts with creating an ecosystem, a pilot through which those who are trained in different areas within the creative industry can be able to plug in to actual productions live on set, and by doing that, help to export the talents that the creative content that they produce. Well, I believe that when this is done, we would have been able to have created not just an infrastructure for the industry, but we would have enough information to understand the potential of the creative industry. Because what you'll find here is a creative ecosystem, a vocational creative university that is tied to sound stages that can attract both local and foreign production houses all over the world to come and work and operate at the same time. And so this has been a dream for so many creatives, not just in Nigeria, but across Africa, where they can relate with fellow creatives, but at the same time with producers and investors from different parts of the world who are able to fish these talents and provide opportunities for them, not just locally, but internationally. This is quite an expensive venture, and we believe the first phase will take about $120 million for it to be set up. And the other two different phases, total about $400 million as well. We have quite a number of believers in the industry and people who understand the industry. And that's why we've made it a point of duty to partner with those who have built similar structures all over the world, like our partners, Storyland Studios, and our equipment supplier and manufacturer, Ari, based in Europe, that have been involved in setting up sound stages, both virtual and physical sound stages, that would help first for domestic production and attract international productions here. So what we'll be looking out for is having the government to look for opportunities to be able to help create the needed tax incentives and rebates that will attract these production houses back here. I mean, Georgia is a perfect example. I mean, they wanted to be like Hollywood, but they had a clear program for doing that. First, a tax rebate and incentives that will attract these international productions called runaway productions. Once those productions come in here, it creates ancillary services for numbers of creatives. Carpenters locally can now become woodworkers for sets. You have a makeup artist engaged. You have people who are camera crews working with local and international crews. So there's quite a lot that this holds for the industry. And we believe that with this type of infrastructure set up here, we will be able to make this count for Nigerians and for the continent. Thank you.
Nigeria is really the future epicenter of the entertainment industry. It's the fastest growing entertainment market in the world. It's a market that investors, film studios need to be paying attention to. And today's a wonderful day to begin. If not now, when? So I work very closely with Linus Itahosa. And through my company, we are investors, not just in entertainment, but in other critical infrastructure, which will be necessary for the development of a technology park. But really, it's to really help develop a really important industry and sector for Nigeria. The time is now. I firmly believe that Nigeria is the future. Everything the world needs for survival is located right here in Nigeria.
The excitement and creativity showcased today has given us a glimpse into the remarkable potential this film city holds. This $100 million project initiated by His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and other stakeholders like His Royal Majesty Oba Elejinrin of Ejinrin Kingdom is a testament of the good plans they have for the people of Ejinrin Epe, Lagos State, Nigeria, and also Africa and others at large. This project, this first phase, hopefully will be completed soon so that activities can kickstart and this place can keep thriving. This is a co-op blog. For more information, news,